The most famous cookie on Earth had a 1 in 10 shot of being named when you asked an AI for a good cookie. Oreo. Invisible. And it's not just Oreo. The brands that spent a century buying their way onto the grocery shelf are getting quietly deleted by the machines we now ask what to cook. By the end of this, you'll know exactly why AI strips brand names out of your recipes, and the surprising move that pulled one giant back from invisible to everywhere. Let's get into it. Open ChatGPT, Gemini, or Perplexity and ask for a recipe. Watch what comes back. A can of crushed tomatoes, a box of pasta, good vanilla, never a brand, ever. It feels neutral, helpful even. But for the companies behind those cans and boxes, it's an extinction event in slow motion. Decades of marketing, billions in shelf deals, the jingles stuck in your head. Gone the instant an AI does the talking. And here's the part nobody expects. The reason isn't what you'd guess. I know what you're thinking. This is a marketing budget problem. Spend more, show up more. It isn't. Here's what's actually happening. The big AI models learned to cook by reading the open web and Wikipedia. And the web taught them categories, what a cookie is, what crushed tomatoes are. It never reliably taught them brands. So when the model writes your recipe, it reaches for the only thing it knows cold, the generic noun. The brand was never in the lesson. You can't outspend a hole in the training data. And the stakes are not small. One commerce platform clocked a 30-fold jump in ChatGPT traffic, pushing shoppers to brand sites. Google even has a name for what's coming, the invisible shelf, where an AI agent researches, picks, and buys your groceries for you. Plug ChatGPT into Instacart, and it can fill a cart from 1.5 million products across 1,100 stores, choosing item by item which brands make it in. The shelf isn't disappearing. It's moving somewhere you can't decorate it. So brands try the obvious fix. Can we just pay to be in there? Mostly, no. The engines lean on a tiny set of trusted sources. Reddit alone shows up in roughly 40% of AI answers. A handful of domains carry most of the rest. If the only place on the internet talking about your product is your own website, the AI reads that as marketing, not evidence. The brands that win don't buy a slot. They earn one by being mentioned, structured, and verified everywhere the machine actually looks. And one famous brand did exactly that, which is where this story turns around. Which brings us back to Oreo. Remember that 1 in 10? Mondelez, Oreo's parent, tore up a $3.5 billion commerce strategy and rebuilt it for the AI era. They unblocked the crawlers. They tagged every product with clean, machine-readable data. And that 10%, it climbed to 70. Same cookie, same factory. The only thing that changed was the data the machine could read. Google's line for it is perfect. Your product data is your new packaging. So where does that leave the rest of us? The cooks, the creators, the people who actually write the recipes. Turns out we're the missing signal. A real recipe from a real kitchen with clean, structured data is exactly the independent proof these engines trust. That's the whole idea behind Recipy, turning recipes into data the machine can actually read and cite. Because here's the thing, other apps just run on your phone. Recipy runs your kitchen. And in 2026, the kitchen is where visibility is won. So the next time an AI hands you a recipe with no brands in it, you'll know it isn't being neutral. It's telling you who fed it the best data. Next time, I'm digging into why those same AI recipes get the ingredients themselves wrong and how to cook safely when the machine hallucinates. If you want the version of food tech that actually respects your kitchen, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Subscribe. Long-form explainers, weekday afternoon.